Okay, so this call is on a worktop prep table that stopped working, and we've already came out and checked it out, and we've diagnosed a bad compressor. So today we're just going to come in and change the compressor.
You probably should keep that upside up, not on its side.
Mind if we change this compressor today?
Yes.
Yes, you do mind, or yes, it's okay?
You can do it, sorry.
See, that's my guy. Oh, that's enough. No, we're gonna leave that there. No touchy. This side off.
She'll be back in like an hour. But I'll leave it too. Okay. I'll leave it one.
What freon does this thing take? Let's see, we got serial number, model number, voltage,
Right there, 440.
design pressure, 440. Okay. 20 ounces of 440. Over a pound. Okay, so we need the reclaimer and the 448 tank. And the extra hose. Or we can just use the one off the grid. Let me see where I'm getting that here. You should get like right here. While we're reclaiming it, let's go ahead and take the bolts off. Looks like this compressor's been replaced before. Maybe. It's missing one bolt off this corner. May have to pull this whole thing out to get to this back bolt. I'll try it out, but it's not looking good. Okay, so we can move this some. Man, it's still going to be hard to get to. Passenger side pull down door, socket set. And they need that for this one. When he's doing that, we'll get this reclaimer set up and start it going. Blue line comes to the compressor. Yellow line's going to come out to the reclaimer. We're going to purge the purge any air or any other type of refrigerant out of there. Do one more purge the line. Open that up. A lot of it's just going to go right in there because we had an empty tank. Might not even have to turn the pump on. So we're basically going to pump it down. Most of it went out. We'll pump it down to 0, and when we turn it off, it'll probably come back up a little bit. inside the box. It's not ideal. I like to cool these off before I do anything else so I don't get burned. No way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this valve. I pulled the valve core out of it. Super. Now I'm raising this. If not, be confused with soldering. Okay, now we're just going to weld it in. Got that wire there. I'm going to take my wet rag, stick it over that wire. That way if I accidentally hit it, I don't have to replace the wire. Lewis vacuum pump. You can take those out too on your way out. And hooking up the vacuum pump, we're going to vacuum all the air, all the nitrogen, everything out of here. Turn it on. Now officially sucking all the air, the nitrogen, I'm sure some freon out of there, maybe a little bit of moisture. Okay, so we got the compressor finished putting in. We vacuumed it out and spent about probably 10 minutes. Now we're gonna put the freon back in. So we're going to use what freon we can out of the stuff we pulled out. So even though we put the 20 ounces that was in there in this tank, because this tank was empty and in a vacuum, we're not going to be able to get 20 ounces back out of it. So we'll just get out what we can, then we'll put the rest in from the fresh bottle. The controller says it's calling for cold, and we do not have cold. So now we have another problem. Okay, I found the problem. It was just a wire that came off that I didn't see. Not a big deal. This time it came on. Now we're pulling more freon out of the bottle. 5.5, 5.75. Maybe we'll get 10 ounces out of there, we'll see. We got 9.5 ounces now. We got 11 ounces out of the recovery tank, and we gotta have a total of 20 ounces, so we're gonna put 9 more ounces in out of this bottle. There's 9. See? We're moving good heat. The air coming out of that fan is warm. One thing I always like to check on the fans, I like to see air coming straight back from the fan. If the condenser is plugged, then the fan can't pull air through it. It'll still blow air out of the fan, it'll just blow sideways. When it's blowing sideways, it's really sucking air from the center of the fan and probably a little bit through the condenser, and then just blowing it sideways, kind of circulating like this. When it's clear, when the condenser is clear, it pulls the air straight back, and that's what I'm feeling now. It's good warm air, so I'm moving heat good. This is super hot. This is ideal. We've got cold coming back through this low pressure line, which is very nice. Looks like this is going to be in good shape and work really good for them. And see if the temperature's coming down. Temperature's already down to 48 degrees, so we're pulling down pretty fast. This controller looks like it's had better days, but it's still working. So they're not exactly cheap, so they probably want to keep that controller in. Okay, we're just gonna put the panels back on, button it up, and call it good.